Good morning, Walnut Creek, and welcome to this edition of Wake Up Walnut. I'm Owen Gilroy.
And I'm Tally Hillen, and we're here to help you start your day off right.
Today is Tolkien Reading Day.
J.R.R. Tolkien was the famous author who wrote The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
The Lord of the Rings has sold over 150 million copies and is one of the best-selling books ever written.
I'll have to check that out.
Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Only one announcement for today. Any 8th grade student who requested Education Profession Level 1, please stop and see Mrs. Takara for a required packet you will need to complete in order to take the course.
Now on to Laura Nikolova with this week's current events.
Last week, our city of Erie reported its first case of the UK COVID-19 variant. The more contagious strain was discovered almost exactly a year after the first COVID-19 case was reported back in March of 2020. The Erie Health Department is currently trying to determine if the infected person got the virus from within the community, from contact with an international traveler, or from traveling to a place where the variant is present. The 7-day average of cases in Pennsylvania has gone down to about 2,500 cases. Down in the southern states, outbreaks of tornadoes have taken over. From Arkansas to eastern Alabama, high-risk warnings of March storms have gone on. Intense and damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes have been happening for the past week, tearing down trees, power lines, and wrecking homes. The National Weather Service has declared the storms a rare level 5 out of 5 for high risk. This has been the first time since 2012 that these risk levels have been announced, and many scientists believe the uncommon intensity, frequency, and timing of the storms is a result of the changing climate. On Wednesday, a devastating shooting at a spa in Atlanta, Georgia, occurred. Suspect Robert Aaron Long entered the massage parlor and shot, killing 8 people. Six of the victims were Asian women, 4 of Korean descent. In the presence of sharp increases of crimes against Asians, many around the world believe this shooting was an anti-Asian hate crime. Police officers have charged the man of 4 counts of murder and 1 of aggravated assault. However, officials have not yet labeled this act as a hate crime, but haven't ruled out the fact that it might have been racially motivated. After the attack, about 100 people gathered in Chinatown and lit candles in honor of the 8 people that lost their lives, and people around the globe have been raising awareness about stopping Asian hate.
Thanks, Laura.
That's it for us, Walnut Creek. Make sure you stop by the cafeteria tomorrow to eat breakfast.
We'll leave you with this look at J.R.R. Tolkien's work. Have a great day.
The Bodleian Library has the largest Tolkien archive in the world. There's over 500 boxes of manuscript material and over 300 volumes from Tolkien's library. With the exhibition, what we wanted to do was really share some of the treasures, and this was an opportunity for visitors to see Tolkien's work in its entirety, in the place where he lived and worked. He came here as a student, he taught here as a professor, and we've had visitors from across the world coming especially to Oxford just to see the exhibition. We wanted people to be able to see his manuscript draft texts, his illustrations, his designs. Tolkien created 3 leaves from the Book of Mazabal while he was writing The Lord of the Rings and hoped they would be included in the published work. These charred and blood-stained fragments are more than illustrations. It's as though Tolkien's handed us some items from Middle-earth. Tolkien's 4 children received a letter from Father Christmas every year, accompanied by beautiful illustrations and in envelopes with handmade stamps from the North Pole. Tolkien was an avid crossword puzzler, and while he was completing the cryptic crossword in either the Times or the Daily Telegraph, he would doodle intricate designs and patterns alongside. There are over 180 in the Bodleian's archive. The Hobbit Long Measures shows Tolkien's great attention to detail. He's trying to work out how far a hobbit can walk in one day, and to do this he devises an entire system of measurements of length for hobbits, starting with the smallest unit of measurement based on a hobbit's toenail. Tolkien was asked by the publisher to design the dust jacket for The Hobbit, and the work that he finally produced is now really an iconic design. But we can see in the margins of this final piece of artwork that there's actually a tussle going on. Tolkien wanted to include another colour, and if we look closely on the left-hand side, the publisher has scrawled "Ignore Red" in the margin. We wanted to create an immersive experience. The 3D map in the centre of the room has been very popular. It's really brought the world of Middle-earth to life in a different way for the visitor. Also, we have headsets in the room where people can listen to Tolkien speaking Elvish, and they can even learn some Elvish phrases themselves. At least a third of the items in the room have never been seen before and haven't been on display. And this includes objects loaned especially by the Tolkien family. His desk, his chair, his battered briefcase. It's really made it special. And also the loans of the key items from Marquette University, which have been separated from the Tolkien archive for over 60 years now. And this is the first time they've been brought back together in England. And I think you really feel like you're entering the author's space and his creation of Middle-earth.